Good morning and welcome to our mini conference at the FENS meeting on multiscale, multi-method human brain mapping. It's an honor to have you here and a great list of speakers. It's nice to meet in Glasgow. Unfortunately, it's a virtual meeting, so I'm going to show you where we would have met in Glasgow. So this is our venue, the Armadillo and the conference center in the heart of Glasgow. And we would have also hosted not only the FENS meeting, but also we are hoping to host the OHBM meeting in 2022. So what we have here is the bridge between two communities, the Federation of European Neuroscience and the Organization of the Human Brain Mapping, both meeting at the same place in Glasgow, which we are very proud of. And so we are kind of making a bridge not only because of the location, but also content-wise. And this symposium aims to make a conceptual bridge between the large neuronal network in humans and cognitive research on human brain mapping to all scales of neuroscience. And we do this with talks from 6 speakers, starting with the large-scale cognitive memory and language aspect presented by Hasson, down to cellular mechanisms presented by Matthew Larkum in human brains. And what's kind of the fundament of this bridge is eBrains. eBrains is a product of the Human Brain Project. It's a platform that enables multi-scale neuroscience collaborations by being able to deposit data and download data to use those data of all different scales of neuroscience and use them for simulations and models. And it's just to highlight the task that is involved in this, or the scales that are involved in this task, going from cellular imaging to whole brain imaging. We will hit off with human brain mapping and show how different techniques are nowadays used to scale from macroscale the whole brain using EEG and fMRI fusion to go to decision-making paradigms, and then down to the mesoscale, which are layers and columns of cortex using ultra-high field fMRI, like we have here in Glasgow, 17 machine, but there will be presentations from Rainer from Maastricht, and we then go to the high resolution of fMRI, including layer-specific fMRI, and also on the animal neuroscience perspective, we'll have a talk from Matthew Self called Benchmarking Laminar fMRI, which will go into layer recordings of monkeys to give the kind of underpinning the fundamentals of where the signal is coming from that can be recorded with human fMRI at this high resolution. And Andrew Morgan is going to bridge the scale again with high spatial and high temporal resolution fMRI new methods. As I mentioned, eBrains is a kind of a support of this work on multi-scale, multi-method, and I might say also multi-species human brain mapping, in which as I mentioned, you can find data, you can share data, and you can download brain atlases, but also it's a live platform that will grow over the next couple of years. And this is also an occasion to invite you to participate in this platform. So whatever source of data that you might have and want to share or use, there's a curation point, entrance point for the data set that you're using, which will enter the knowledge graph, which is the kind of virtual environment in which data can be shared, downloaded at different scales, different areas for different purposes, and then integrated for tools of simulating or creating models or sharing models or challenging models, and find new ways of usage of these multiscale data. And with this, I'm welcoming you now again for the next couple of for the next series of talks. We will have 2 short breaks, and then we'll meet all together at 11 o'clock, and we'll be open for a question and answer panel session where we have a chance to answer to all the questions that you may have had during the talks. Just put them into the chat and we will be able to answer them. Thanks again, and see you later. We have one change of speaker. Wim van Duffel wasn't able to join the symposium, and Andrew Morgan was willing to step in, but we will all be at the question and answer session, with the exception of Uri Hasson, who is also not able to join for the panel discussion.